Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Curtis Kaboom. Now, before we get started with today's review, I just have one small little announcement. I unfortunately won't be able to take any more requests for horror movies to watch this Kurt-Tober. I really appreciate everyone who has recommended something to me, and they've pretty much all been good for the most part. But I have chosen my last 9 movies that I will be watching this year. Now, that doesn't mean that I wouldn't like your recommendations still. I could either always save them for next year's Kurt-Tober, or I could just watch them on my own without doing a review. But that's up to you. And what else is up to you is after this video, I decided that I'm going to show you what those 9 movies are. I'm just going to put a little thing right after the recommend or skip chart that I always do. And if you don't want it spoiled for you, just turn off the video before that is over. But if you'd like to see what I have upcoming, then stick around till the end. Anyway, so today's movie is one that I had to pick just because of the name alone. Sometimes you see a movie and you're just like, wow, what's a Sharknado? But this one is not Sharknado. It is two things that, one I'm not really scared of. I'm not scared of clowns like most people, but I am scared of cornfields for some reason. And I would never want somebody to be chasing me with murderous intent. So, for October 22nd, 2025, today's video is Clown in a Cornfield. Clown in a Cornfield is a 2025 slasher movie which follows a young girl and her father as they move to a new town. The father wanted to move there because the town needed a new town doctor. And of course the daughter doesn't want to move there at all. So, wouldn't you know it, she gets attracted to joining the bad kids in town. These kids are so bad because they make YouTube videos. Diabolical. But they are horror prank videos where they dress up like a clown and jump out at people with sharp objects. The town is famous because one of the kids' great-great-great-grandfathers invented corn syrup. So they're a very big corn processing town. And the kids aren't liked because during the filming of one of their videos, they accidentally burnt down the corn processing plant, with many wondering how the town will survive. And to add to the chaos, someone has started dressing like the town mascot, Friendo the Clown, and started picking these kids off at a cornfield party. Hence the name, Clown in a Cornfield. Now, I gotta say, I was actually very surprised by this movie. These teenagers and these actors in this movie in general actually do a pretty good job. Now, this has a lot of your typical slasher movie stuff, but there is a really good theme of old people versus young people in this. I kind of have to laugh at the kids not knowing how to drive a stick shift or use a rotary phone. In general, I thought that this movie was actually a lot funnier than I was expecting it to be. I was especially surprised when Will Sasso from Mad TV showed up. It's always good to see him. So, we established that the movie's pretty funny, but was it also scary? I'm gonna say yeah, it actually kind of was. It was a really good version of a slasher movie. There are some really good twists in this too, and it's definitely trying to subvert your expectations. It's like they take a bunch of stereotypes and decide, no, we're gonna do the opposite of that. I especially liked the YouTube angle. In a lot of slasher movies, they always have the prankster who everyone thinks is the killer, and then they kill one person, and it's always just like one person. It's kind of nice in this because they have multiple people tricked by the whole YouTube thing. And the whole town knows about their YouTube, and they think that the clown is just part of it. You can really tell that they put in a lot of effort on planning how this movie would go. There's a lot of really good stuff in this movie, including the kills are actually kind of creative at times. Friendo uses a wide variety of weapons, and it keeps it interesting. So, would I recommend Clown in the Cornfield? I'm actually surprised by this, but because this movie is actually so well done, I am gonna recommend it. It's still just a slasher movie, so it might not be for everyone, but I had a lot of fun watching this movie, a lot more fun than I expected. I could actually see this becoming a new franchise. and there is some sequel bait in the ending of this. So, if they do decide to make more, I hope they just put the same amount of care in as they did for this one. And once again, I'm about to tell everyone what my last 9 movies are for this year. So, if you don't want that spoiled, you can turn off the video now. Thanks for watching.